Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about what you should do with your collector's tokens that you are going to receive on the patch day, wherever this is. Maybe it is Monday, maybe it is Tuesday, Wednesday, we don't know, but we know that they intend to release the patch starting this week, at the beginning of this next week. So I want to give you guys a guide to how you should spend your collector's tokens. If you are beyond 500 collections level, they are going to give you 3k collectors tokens. That increases at 1k and at 3k. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to assume that you only have the 3k for the 500 levels. But if you are beyond that and you are on 1k, this is going to benefit you nonetheless. But this is primarily focused for people that only have 500, but it is helpful for everybody. And prepare, because I'm going to dump a lot of information on you as fast as I can, because I could milk this topic out for 3 videos for 3 different topics on the same thing, but I'm going to give you that right now. I'm not going to be lazy. I'm not going to be a douchebag and try to milk this out. I'm going to give you all the information you need to know right now, because there are 3 important topics in this thing. 1. What is the most optimized way of spending your tokens? Should you buy the remaining collectors 3 cards that you need? Should you buy the series 4, or should you buy the series 5? There is also the topic, well, beyond when you decide on what are you going to spend, what cards should you spend? Should you target specific cards? That is a thing. And another one is, should I buy a package of cards so I can build a specific deck? We are going to answer all of that stuff in this video. First of all, what is the best thing you can spend tokens on? I believe it is on pull 3 cards. Myself, I need like 6 or 7 cards on pull 3, and I'm going to buy them all right away. I know that series 4 and series 5 are more expensive, but when you get all the collection on until pull 3, you get a higher chance of unlocking more collector's token in your collector's reserve. You get 400 tokens on them instead of a card, so you can progress your collection faster and get a collector's token faster to get the series 4 and series 5 cards. And for what we have seen, those cards aren't that necessary. The pull 3 cards, the series 3 cards are better, quote unquote, you know. So it is better for us to get our series 3 as fast as we can, and then we can start saving collector's tokens to get series 4 and series 5. Right there are people that make a video just to tell you this and drag this out for 10 minutes, just to tell you, bro, you should spend your collector's token on series 3. We are out of the way with that. Now that we know that we are going to spend our collector's token on series 3, what are we going to buy specifically with those tokens? As I said, we have 2 ways. There is the path where you, since you are going to get 3k, if you are at collector's level 500, you are going to get 3k right out the gate, so you can buy 3 cards. So with that in mind, you can say, well, I'm going to buy 3 cards that synergize between them, and I'm going to build a good deck. This is the deck I like the most. I'm going to buy the 3 cards that make this deck function, and I'm going to push the ladder with that deck. That is a good approach. I like that approach. So if you want to do that, I'm going to give you three card packages that you can buy with your collector's tokens. The other approach is, I don't want to buy a packages of 3 cards, or maybe you have some of those cards. I just want to buy cards that are powerful, that fit in many different decks, and I will build my own decks. So I'm going to give you 5 cards that I believe are the best cards that you can buy individually, that they fit in a lot of decks and are the most powerful cards and the best thing that you can buy with your collector's tokens. So there you go. 3 videos in one, bro, because I'm already telling you that the best thing you can do is buy your series 3 cards. I'm going to give you 3 packages of 3 cards for specific decks that you can build and climb right away, and then the 5 best cards that you can buy and build decks with your collector's tokens. So the 3 packages are these ones. I like this one a lot. I have a video talking about this deck, and it is the Patriot Ultron deck, bro. I love this deck. You can just buy with the 3 cards that you have. You buy a Patriot, you buy a Mystique, and you buy an Ultron. So the only card here that is specific to this deck is the Ultron, because the Mystique is universal. You can use the Mystique in other decks, so that is a pretty good buy. And the Patriot can be used in another shells that are Patriot decks, but that don't rely on the Ultron. A Patriot is even good in a Seraph Miracle deck. So you have 2 cards that are cool. The Ultron is for this deck specifically, but the Patriot Ultron deck is very strong. I love that deck. It is fun to play. It is strong. Slapping an Ultron on the sex turn where you already have a Patriot plus Mystique is devastating. I have a video about that deck, and it is awesome. It is really cool. I recommend that deck a lot. So if you like Patriot, you like Ultron, and you say, wow, I have 3k tokens, buy these 3 cards, build this deck, because all the other cards are pull 1 and pull 2. These are the only 3 cards that you need to build this deck. Another deck that I like a lot, that you can buy 3 cards and build that deck, is the Hela discard deck, bro. And again, there are 2 cards in this deck that function in other decks. Well, maybe the 3 cards, but the other one is kinda weak. And the 3 cards are Hela, of course. Then you have the Hell Cow to enable a lot of these cards. And a Hell Cow can be used in other discard decks, not only on the Hela deck. For example, in the Logyo Casino discard deck, you know. And the 3rd card, because this is the card that enables Hela, is the Invisible Woman. A deck with Invisible Woman, Hell Cow, and Hela can create massive combos on the last turn. You only slap a bunch of other discard abilities from pull 1 and pull 2, and you have a great deck, bro. I include this deck because for me, discard decks are really fun. I love them, but I have to say that the Ultron deck is a little more powerful. But I like this deck nevertheless. It is really, really fun. The discard mechanic and pulling the combo off is really satisfying. And again, Hela can be used in other decks, and Hellcow can be used in other decks. The Invisible Woman can be used in a Wong Spectrum deck too, but it isn't as popular, you know. And the 3rd deck that I want to highlight with these packages for a collector's token is the Death Wave. You can buy a Death and a Wave, and these 2 cards are insane, bro. You know that these cards are powerful. You can use Wave in a lot of other decks, and the same goes to Death. You can use Death in a lot of other decks. And the 3rd card, you can choose between a Deadpool or a Venom. If you have one, you buy the other, or whatever you like. Most people prefer sometimes to play the Deadpool so they can kill it a bunch of times. Other people prefer the Venom to have more destroy abilities. It doesn't really matter, whatever you like the most. But this package, I believe it is the best out of the 3, because Death and Wave have a lot more plays in other decks. Well, the Mystique for the Patriot deck have a lot of play too, you know. So if you wanna build a powerful deck right out of the bat on the first day of the patch, well, I don't know, you have to be lucky with the 8 hours and they showing you the card, you know. But the 3 cards that I believe you should buy are one of these 3 groups, because they enable you to play strong decks that can climb a lot, that are interesting, that are fun. And if you someday decide that you don't like that deck anymore, these cards can fit in other decks, so you don't waste buying something that only fits in one deck. And that brings us to the last part of the video. You don't care about decks, you just want cards that are strong by themselves and that can fit in a lot of decks. Well, I'm going to give you 5 cards that do exactly that, bro. Check this out, you are getting a lot of information pretty quickly in this thing. So, what is one of the cards? We already talked about it, Mystique. You can't be wrong buying a Mystique, bro. Mystique fits in a lot of strategies. He copies the last ongoing ability. He fits in an unrevealed deck. She fits in an ongoing deck. She fits in the Patriot deck. She fits in the Spectrum deck. She fits in the Seraph deck. She fits in the Master Negative deck. Mystique is everywhere, though. You can never go wrong with Mystique. I recommend Mystique a lot. If you don't have Mystique, this is one of the better things that you can buy with your collector's tokens. Then we have another insane card that you see everywhere, the Destroyer, bro. The Destroyer is one of the strongest finishers in the game. He can be played in his own deck, the Destroyer deck. He can be played in the Destroyer ongoing deck. That's another variant of the deck. He can be played in the Big Bad Electro, in control decks, in Hela decks. He's insane. Well, I don't know if he plays in the Hela deck, but he's everywhere in a lot of big control decks that explode in the last turn. Destroyer is an S tier card in this game. He is awesome. So if you have other cards that can be played with Destroyer, and you should, because you can build the ongoing Destroyer with only pull 1 and pull 2, you should get the Destroyer with your collector's tokens. Another S tier card that can take your collection to the next level and is good in almost any deck is Sera, bro. Sera enables a whole archetype. Sera can be played in different decks. It is one of the most powerful cards in the game. You can play an insane Su deck, you can play in a Mr. Negative deck, you can play her in a Patriot deck. Sera is insane. You can never be wrong with a Sera, bro, because she is powerful and she fits in different strategies. And even if it is your first pull 3 cards, you can make her work. It is not like other cards that when you find them by themselves, they aren't so powerful. Sera can be good by herself with a lot of pull 2 and pull 1 cards. So if you like Sera, go for it, because it is one of the best cards that you can get with your collector's tokens right away. The next card is a little more dependable on combos, but again, it is powerful and can be played in a lot of different decks, and that is what we are trying to get here. So I like Logyo a lot. I do like Logyo a lot because you can play the discard casino, you can play the unrevealed Logyo, and you can do some crazy strategies, and you don't need a bunch of pull 3 cards. You need synergies, but all you need is to be smart about what you put in the deck. You put a note in there, you put cheap cards that can trigger the thing, you put a Jubilee there, and you have a great deck, bro. You have a great deck. I love Logyo, and you can also build a discard deck. I love Logyo. He enables a bunch of strategies, and he's so fun to play. He's one of the most cool cards in this game, bro. I love the mechanic with Logyo, and I always have fun when I play a deck with Logyo, so I recommend Logyo a lot. And before telling you, by the way, this wasn't in order. I didn't tell you the least one is Mystique and the most one is Logyo. This wasn't in order. This was whatever. But right now, I'm going to tell you what I believe is the best thing that you can get with your collector's token. But before that, I'm going to give an honorable mention to a card that by itself doesn't build an archetype, and that's why I don't tell you, I don't include it in the best 5 cards. But since it's a strong card that finds a place in every deck in this game, bro, in 99% of decks, I have to give it an honorable mention, bro, and it is the Hood. The Hood is a card that sometimes goes unnoticed, but if you check this out, if you check out the rankings, the cards, the people, bro, the Hood is everywhere. Everyone is playing the Hood, bro. This is an insane card that is played in the Su decks, in the Bounce deck, in the Bishop decks, in the Destroyer decks, in the Destroy decks, in the Zero deck, in the Unrevealed decks, bro. The Hood is everywhere. In control decks, you will find the Hood in every deck. So you won't be wrong buying a Hood, because you will use that card a lot, bro. Trust me, the Hood is everywhere. And now we can proceed to what I believe to be the best card you can get with the tokens. I don't know if I'm wrong. Of course I believe I'm right, but this thing fits everywhere and creates insane combos, and it fits in almost every deck and is cool to play. And I believe you know what I'm going to say, because I haven't talked about that card, and it is impossible that that card doesn't appear in this kind of videos, and that card is Wong. I love Wong, bro. Wong fits in a lot of decks, unrevealed decks, Spectrum ongoing decks, Invisible Woman discard decks. Bro, Wong is awesome. I love Wong. You won't be wrong playing a Wong. You can just take your unrevealed deck from pool 2 and place a Wong there, and you will take the deck to the next level. He is awesome by himself. For me, this is the best card that you can get. So, to get a conclusion here, if you wanna know what you should spend your collector's token, finish first your series 3 before going into series 4 and 5, because it is better to finish the collection so you can get more collector's token in your reserves. If you are wondering what cards from series 3 should I buy, well, I gave you 3 packages to build a strong decks, that those cards can be used in other decks in the future, or if you are bored of those decks or whatever. And then I gave you 5 strong cards that work well by themselves, and an extra one, an honorable mention for you. So yes, bro, thank you for being here. I hope you liked what you just watched, and if you did, please consider leaving me a like and subscribing to the channel. That will help me out a lot. I've been reading a lot of cool comments, and that fills me with joy. Thank you very much, guys, for all the support you're giving me. You are truly awesome. Remember to follow me on Twitch. I stream there. I will leave the link down in the description. Yeah, and again, bro, thank you to all. You are really awesome. And remember, as the great Bill Hicks said, this is just a ride.